Hello there, everyone. Welcome to the Effective Leadership course. Here's what happens. When we talk about delegating tasks, communication is of essence. To delegate is not to speak from A to Z everything you think about how the task should be done. Rather, make the person confident that they have everything they need and are able to perform the task, explaining very well the goal of it and what has to be achieved for you to declare the task completed. The lesson today will be on some final tips on how to delegate tasks effectively even without the 5W2H action plan. Hit thumbs up if you want more content related to leadership. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel too. For starters, using phrases like if you achieve this result, it will be perfect is ideal. Remember, the result is probably what matters the most, not how you get there. Of course, it depends a lot on the context because there are several situations in which specific things need to be done. So, always start by talking about the task, giving the why. Why is this task being done? Who will receive it in the sense of who is the client of the task? Every task has a client. What will happen after the task is completed? All of this helps to give the person a little more context. If he or she understands who is going to use the results of the task and how, it is easier for them to pay attention closely to the results. Also, explain about restrictions and conditions. Do you need it to be done using the tool X or Y? How long does it take to be fulfilled? Are there deadlines or intermediate deliveries? Obviously, make the tools available. As you explain how to perform the task, make sure that your team has the necessary tools to do their job and the resources needed in general. How to contact the supplier, how to deal with them, how to pay them, the task management tools, those things. It will be very bad if the person who received the task comes to you close to the deadline and realize that something vital isn't available to them or that they don't have a piece of information. Leave your team member autonomous. If you are delegating, it is because you trust. Now, let the person truly responsible for the task. This is how to delegate tasks effectively. Making the person at ease does not mean never asking them about the task again. On the contrary, you must follow up on them. What is not followed is not valued. If you don't occasionally ask how the task is, it will probably be seen as a task that you didn't want to do yourself and you just left it for someone else. To delegate is not to disclaim responsibility for it. Remember that. Delegating tasks efficiently will be one of your most common tasks as a leader. To wrap up this lesson, it is essential to stress the importance of learning how to delegate. You will practice this with time, and in the end, you memorize and use the 5W2H action plan by heart. I use this model all the time because it is the most basic and it covers everything. Just to give a quick example here, usually when I have more time, I execute the task the first time and then watch the person do it. As a third step, they do it alone and I only see the final results. You don't need to act as the nanny or dictator here. You don't have to be on one or the other, but a manager and a leader. As a leader, it's very important that you think about what will bring the best results for the company and how to reconcile the interests of the people involved. As we say in my hometown, better than that, just twice that. To recap what we saw in these past lessons on task delegation, we saw that delegating tasks is the art of handing over effectively the responsibility for completing a task to another person. We learned that delegating helps employees feel more motivated and that this will increase their productivity too. because you can then work on tasks with higher leverage, usually for your team. The most basic model of how to delegate tasks effectively is the 5W 2H action plan: what, why, where, when, who, how, and how much. In the next lesson, how to run meetings, we will talk about the types of meetings and, of course, how to behave and to prepare for each one. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel to follow the lessons, like this content if you think it has helped you, and share it with your colleagues and coworkers. Always look both ways. See you in the future.